Charity Dingle found support from a complete stranger in tonight's Emmerdale, but the mysterious newcomer has a surprising link to her past. Viewers are already aware that Charity disappeared after suffering a traumatic assault by Dr. Todd, leaving her family deeply concerned. Tonight's episode introduced a new character, Serena Sugden, whose real identity is set to leave Charity stunned in the episodes ahead. The drama began with Charity standing beside a lake, reflecting on everything that had happened. Suddenly, a woman emerged from nearby bushes after an awkward encounter. Introducing herself as Serena, she quickly sensed that Charity was struggling emotionally and offered her support, explaining that she had previously worked for the Samaritans. However, when Serena gently placed a hand on Charity's shoulder, Charity reacted instinctively and slapped her. Although Serena apologized for touching her without asking, Charity's strong response led her to suspect that unwanted physical contact was the reason Charity had come to the lakeside. Later, the two women sat together and shared a heartfelt conversation. During their chat, Charity confessed that the baby believed to belong to Sarah and Jacob was actually her own. She also revealed the ordeal she had endured involving Dr. Todd, including his blackmail and assault, adding that she had already reported him to the police but had received no justice. Charity then admitted that she had pretended to suffer from postnatal depression in order to obtain medication. Overwhelmed by everything that had happened, she confessed that she could not see a way forward while Dr. Todd remained free. As they prepared to go their separate ways, Serena encouraged Charity to inform the police about the blackmail, as it could strengthen her case. She also advised her to tell Sarah and Mackenzie the truth about Leyla's parentage, insisting that honesty was the only path ahead. After saying their goodbyes, Serena climbed into her car, and viewers soon noticed on her satellite navigation system that she was heading directly towards Emmerdale village. Spoilers for Thursday's installment reveal that Sarah will catch Serena snooping around Emmerdale farm. Hinting at what lies ahead, an insider teased, this marks the beginning of an exciting new era for the Sugden family. Serena is an intriguing addition who is certain to bring plenty of upheaval to the iconic Dales clan. The big question is what has drawn her to the village in the first place. Sarah becomes extremely uneasy and demands answers, the source continued. Serena has a lot to explain, but will she reveal who she really is, or will she choose to keep her true identity hidden? Lewis Barton's nightmare continued in Emmerdale as his situation became even more heartbreaking, while another much-loved character ended up unconscious. Kev Townsend appeared to be the only person capable of rescuing the kidnapped Lewis, yet he currently finds himself sprawled unconscious on Ross Barton's sofa after Ross struck him and knocked him out. It certainly raises questions about Ross's decision-making. The eccentric character, known for his distinctive man bun and impressive lemon drizzle cake, made his return after Liam Kavanagh informed him that Lewis had been abducted. Lewis's captor, Kylie, had already made it clear that she would release him only if Kev handed over Penny. Initially, both Ross and Liam believed Penny was a woman, but Kev soon revealed that Penny was actually a valuable diamond. Kev explained that the jewel had been left at a pawnbroker's shop. Ross quickly threw him out and insisted he should not come back until he had recovered it. However, once outside, it became obvious that Kev was far from focused on saving Lewis. As viewers discovered, he already had possession of the diamond and had no plans to return it to Kylie. Lewis's ordeal worsened in tonight's episode as he remained imprisoned inside a room at Kylie's house. The young man is understandably struggling. He has been taken to an unfamiliar place by people he does not know after masked men forced him into the back of a van. In addition, Lewis relies heavily on routine and structure, making the disruption incredibly distressing and causing his anxiety to escalate dramatically. During his captivity, Lewis began stimming in front of Kylie, a self-regulating behavior commonly used by many neurodivergent individuals to manage overwhelming emotions. Unexpectedly, Kylie showed a degree of sympathy and attempted to comfort him, although she remained firm that she would do anything except set him free. Back in the village, Kev eventually reconsidered his decision to keep the diamond. Arriving at Dale View, he claimed that he had successfully retrieved the valuable item from the pawnbroker. With the diamond finally in hand, Kev held the key to Lewis's freedom. However, in a surprising move, Ross suddenly struck him over the head with a vase, leaving Liam stunned. Ross argued that keeping Kev unconscious would provide extra security during the exchange, though many viewers may question whether such drastic action was really necessary. With Kev now out cold, Lewis is destined to remain in captivity for even longer. The worrying question remains, what condition will he be in when he is finally rescued? Emmerdale viewers tend to panic whenever Aaron Dingle and Robert Sugden vanish from the screen, and given their history, it's easy to understand why. The Dales' most chaotic yet adored couple have faced one obstacle after another in recent months. Following years of an intense relationship filled with passion, conflict, and plenty of toxicity, Robert and Aaron finally seemed to have found happiness again after Robert was released from prison, where he had been serving time for killing his sister's attacker. Of course, lasting happiness rarely exists in the world of soap, and trouble was never far away. Their renewed romance hit a major setback with the arrival of Robert's husband from prison, Kev Townsend. Determined to win Robert back at any cost, Kev resorted to extreme measures, including faking a terminal illness, and even launching a violent attack on Aaron with a sword. Thankfully, Robert and Aaron's bond survived the chaos, and Kev eventually left the village heartbroken, at least for the time being. However, Kev wasn't the only danger threatening their future together. The couple's Christmas celebrations were shattered when Aaron's former husband and Robert's murderous half-brother, John Sugden, returned to the village. John devised a sinister plan to kill Robert and frame Aaron for the crime, but his scheme collapsed when he died in the woods after being injected with drugs by his own sister, Victoria. In the aftermath, Victoria fled to Portugal to avoid unwanted attention, leaving Robert devastated by her sudden departure. Despite everything, a brighter chapter soon began for Robert and Aaron. When Kane and Moira were forced to leave Butler's farm, Robert finally reclaimed the property that had once belonged to his father, Jack. As a result, he became the first member of the Sugden family to live there since Andy left the farm in 2009. Unfortunately, Robert's return to the family home came after he helped Joe Tate frame Moira for serious crimes, including people trafficking and modern slavery. Just as fans believed the couple might finally enjoy some peace, Kev Townsend made an unexpected return. Yes, the troublesome newcomer is back in the village and has become involved in a disturbing kidnapping storyline centered around his long-lost son, Lewis Barton. Although Lewis is the main focus of Kev's comeback, many viewers are understandably concerned that Robert and Aaron could once again find themselves in danger. Adding to the worry is the fact that Robert never officially divorced Kev, meaning he and Aaron still cannot marry. Could Kev once again target the couple? Fans will certainly be hoping otherwise, especially with another possible murder storyline looming. Fortunately, there is some reassuring news. In a preview scene, Ross Barton receives fresh information about Robert and Aaron after speaking with Ryan Stocks. Deeply worried about Lewis's safety, Ross asks Ryan where Robert is. When Ryan responds with jokes rather than answers, Ross quickly calls Robert himself and urgently questions him about Kev. There is a simple explanation for Robert's absence from the village. He and Aaron are currently in Portugal, taking a much-needed break from recent events while visiting Victoria. It seems Robert has fully embraced holiday mode, as his vague and unhelpful responses only leave Ross increasingly irritated. Frustrated, Ross eventually snaps sarcastically, "You've been really helpful. Enjoy your holiday, and let's hope your plane makes it back in one piece." Emmerdale is broadcast on ITV1 every weekday at 8 p.m. and is also available to stream on ITVX.